Now say hello to Steve Scott. You have many hats. Let me first say you're the former American record holder in the mile, which explains why you have your own bobblehead, which we proudly display in our sports office every day of the year. It's one of 347, which was your record, 347.69. You're also the cross-country coach at Cal State San Marcos, and you're here for another reason. And that is because you're battling prostate cancer, and there's a remarkable way to treat it now.
Yep, it's proton therapy. I'm going to Scripps Proton therapy. It's a type of radiation, but it just hits the prostate. It doesn't hit the surrounding tissue, so there's no side effects, short-term or long-term. I was telling you earlier, I went and ran 6 miles this morning, then worked in the yard, and then went and watched the Charger game. So have absolutely no effects at all.
You had your treatment on Friday. It's an ongoing treatment, and then your team was competing, or you had an event yesterday?
I put on an event. We had a cross-country meet at the school yesterday. So I was preparing on Friday, coached everybody on Saturday after being treated on Friday. So it's 8 weeks, 5 days a week, and the treatment only takes about a half an hour. And like I said, I just finished my 6th week, so I've got 2 weeks left and feel great.
The video of you undergoing the treatment is remarkable because it looks effortless.
Yeah, all you do is lay there. The only uncomfortable part is they stick a balloon up your rectum and fill it with water to push your rectum out of the way. And you have to come in with a full bladder so that they don't want the bladder or the rectum to be close to the prostate so that it gets any of the surrounding radiation. So once that's done, it's pretty easy.
Wow. And you're very comfortable talking about the subject that a lot of people shy away from talking about. I think it's critically important for men to get annual physicals.
When was your last one?
August. Yeah,
all right, good.
I go
good.
every August. Yeah, it works out best for me that way. But that's something you adhere to?
Yeah, and actually my primary care physician, Tracy Dale, she's been after me every year because I had the testicular cancer 20 years ago. And so every year she prompts me, says, you got to come in, get checked out. I had the pulmonary embolism a couple of years ago. So she really wants to be on top of my health. And I'm just happy that I did because I felt no symptoms of the prostate cancer at all, nothing. And the PSA was a little bit high. She sent me into the oncologist, did a biopsy, and it came back. There was a tumor on my prostate.
Yeah. So this is all taking place, your treatment is at Scripps?
Yes. Yes.
Terrific. We wish you continued success. Now let's talk about the cross-country teams, because your women have won 3 titles.
Mm-hmm.
You're coaching the men and women at San Marcos.
Yes. The women won the NAI titles 2009, 10, and 11. And both teams are looking really good this year. I've got depth, which, in football, if you don't have depth, you're not going to go very far because you have injuries. And both teams have a lot of depth. And I think they'll both be rated in the top 5 or 6 before nationals, and at nationals anything can happen.
Yeah. When you set the American record in the mile, do you remember that feeling, that moment?
Yes. Yes.
Is it going to be the same moment when your final proton treatment is? Kind of feeling. Can you explain that moment to us?
I'm actually going to miss it.
You're going to miss the treatment? You're bonding with your nurses?
Yeah, the technicians are awesome. I mean, you go in there and we're just, you just talk about your day, and it's not an uncomfortable experience. And I don't know if it's just the way I look at it makes it different, but I'll miss the people. I'll miss the doctor, Dr. Carl Rossi, who's my doctor. Mm-hmm. He's a running fanatic.
That's great.
He still coaches at Claremont McKenna College, and he still runs. And when we go in and talk, we only talk about my case for like 2 minutes, and the rest of the time is about running. We
were going to do this interview in 3 minutes and 47 seconds to, be simpatico, but I think we just broke the 4-minute barrier. So, Scott, thank you so much. Continued success. Wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Laz, what is next?